Good morning, class. So today we're looking at algebraic fractions, which is chapter 5. So at this point we made the note, simplification, multiplication and division. Factorize all denominators and numerators and cancel identical factors. Okay? Example, if you got the y squared minus 3y over y squared minus 9. Okay, so the question is, we are told to factorize. What type of factorization can happen there? Common factor. Common factor of y. What are we left with? Y minus 3 over what type of factorization here? What type of factorization? Difference of two squares, which is y plus 3, y minus 3. So hang on. What do I see? Y minus 3 is the same as that y minus 3. Yeah? So what's going to happen? Cancel out. Give me an answer of y over y plus 3. Can I cancel these numbers out here, these y's out here? Why not? Plus between. You guys understand? So that's my answer. Okay? Simple, huh? So if your factorization is in order, this should be easy. Okay? And this sum is probably worth 3 marks already, as it stands. 3 or 4 marks. We're also told and y squared minus 3y over y squared minus 9. People, this will never cancel. Why? Take care, do not do this. No? When dividing by fractions, multiply by the reciprocal, which is the inverse. Work carefully through the following examples. Remember, why can this not cancel? Because there is a minus between them. You guys understand? An example of that is, say y is 8. Oh, not so big. Say y is 10. Okay? So then that's going to give you 10 squared minus 3 times 10 over 10 squared minus 9. If you're going to cancel that out, then you're going to get negative 30 over negative 9, which is 3 goes to here, 10 over 9, and 10 over 3. But if I now multiply that out, it's going to give you 100 minus 30 over 10 squared is 100 minus 9, which is 70 over 91. Can you see it's not the same? You see that, people? So therefore, that is haram, no? Illegal. Okay, against the code. People, but you guys understand? Verstaan julle? Ja, alright. Let's carry on. So we're going to do the sum again. This is number 1 of the examples on page 43. And 42. Should be 1. And that is 43. The exercise on page 45. Okay, people, we got x squared minus 9 over x squared minus 3x minus 18. So what did they say? What must we do first? Factorize the numerator and denominator. So factorize quickly the numerator and denominator. So what type of factorization in this numerator? Difference between two squares. Difference of two squares. So what do we get? Square root of x squared? X and x. 1 plus the other? Minus. Square root of 9 is? Over. What type of factorization there? Trinomial. So how do I solve the trinomial? Product line. What goes on the side? 1 and 1. What goes on the side? 1 and 18. 2 and 9. 3 and We add or subtract our products? Subtracting. Why? The 18 is negative. If that had to be positive, we would have added the factors. Not so. So 1 times 18 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. 18 minus 1 is 17. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, you get 7. What am I looking for? 3. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. You subtract, you get. So in the bracket goes a 1 and a 3. So it's an x and a 3. And then an x and a. What about our signs? Opposite sign. 1 positive, 1 negative. Not so. The bigger product takes the sign of the middle term, which is negative. So that's going to give you 6x, which is negative. And that is positive. People, if you can't do this, what I just did now, then your problem is not algebraic fractions. What's your problem? Factorization. Let's go back to the factorization videos. Okay? Well, listen. So what do we do now? Because multiplicity says times that in. But times that in, I want to get this again. We can cancel the common bracket. So what is common here? X plus 3 cancels x plus 3. So what are we left with? X minus 3 over? Can we cancel the x's then? No. Yes, Michael.
So if x plus 3 was x minus 3 and then x plus 3.
Sorry? If you had written?
If the first bracket, sir.
This one, on top, yes?
Was x minus 3.
So you wrote x minus 3 and x plus 3. Like that?
Yes, sir, if it was.
It's fine. Because that will be over exactly this, which is x plus 3 over x minus 6. So that cancels that. Okay. Anybody else want to clarify some misunderstanding? No? We're going to put here part 1. Eh? So we're only going to do the multiplication today. Multiplication and division we're doing today. Okay. Any confusion, people? People, let's look at number 2. Write that down quickly. Okay. The sum reads to a squared minus b squared over 2a squared plus 2ab divided by a squared minus 2ab plus b squared over 2a squared minus 6a. So what is our first thing we need to do? Factorizing. And what did the statement say with regards to division? Go back to your note, what did it say? Change it to multiplication, and take its inverse, which is reciprocal, sorry. So let's look at the first numerator. What type of factorization is going to happen there? Dots, difference between two squares. So do that quickly. So what do we get? A plus B, A minus B. Okay. Over. What type of factorization here? Common factor of 2A. So take out 2A as a common factor. What's the video again? When you finish, you throw it. So we're taking 2A as the common factor. What are we left with? A plus B. We said we're going to change this to multiplication. Then we're going to swap this around. Not so. Remember when we did the bottom-mass fractions? Swap that around and we did our story. Same thing. So now, that is now in the numerator, not so. So out of 2A squared minus 6A, whatever factorization can be done there? Common factor of 2A. So take out 2A as a common factor. Take out 2A as a common factor, what are we left with? Sorry? A minus 3. So 2A times A is 2A squared, 2A times negative 3 is negative 6. This now becomes a denominator. Whatever factorization there? Perfect? Square? Trinomial. Not so. Which gives us? Is the first term a perfect square? Yes. The last term? Yes. Square root of A squared? A. Square root of B squared? B, and you must go by negative. But we must test if it's correct. Not so. There's going to be first term times the second term times 2. A times negative B is negative AB times 2 is negative 2AB. Which is correct. You all agree with that? For those of you who don't see a perfect square trinomial, you would have drawn a product line. Okay? What goes on the line? 1 and 1, 1 and 1. We add or subtract the products. We add it. So 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. You add it, you get 2, which is the case. So it's an A and a B. As you can see, it's A squared, B squared. Can you see that? So there's an A and a B, and A and a B. There's a 1 and 1, of course. What about our signs? Same or opposite signs? Same. But it takes the sign of the middle term. So both is going to be minus. So A minus B times A minus B is A minus B squared. You guys understand? Huh? Yes. Okay. See any confusion at this point? So what can be done now? We can simplify. We can cancel. Again, people, if you can't move from here to here, the problem is not algebraic fraction, the problem is factorization. Okay? So what can cancel here? A plus B goes into A plus B once, A plus B goes into A plus, so you cancel. What else can cancel? A minus B. Remember what is this? There are 2 here. A minus B times A minus B. Not so. So that cancels with one of them. So what are we left with? The other one, which is A minus B. Are you all okay with that? So A minus B cancels with one of those A minus B's. Leaves me with A minus B left. What else? 2A goes into 2A once. 2A goes into 2A once. So in the first fraction, what are we left with? 1 over 1. Not so. The second fraction, what are we left with? Whoops, that is the ugly. Or dark, that should say. We left with A minus 3 and can that cancel, people? No. So what is my answer? A minus 3 over I can't believe it's so easy. No? Guess how many marks for something like this? It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks. See how easy it is to get 7 marks? Some of you only get 7 marks out of 15, eh? Oh, not you guys. Right, you guys understand? Beautiful, no? Alright. People number 3. What did the rule tell us? What must we do? Factorize first. Not so. Now we look at number 3. Write this down. But in brackets, a in the numerator, you got a minus x all squared over a squared minus x squared. Okay. So there's a rule set, yes, Michael?
So like in future you need to know like
Sorry?
in future you need to know
In?
future.
Future, oh, in future, yes?
You need to know like the name, like what you mean, like
The name of the factorization. The
Yeah.
common factor, yeah? Right, so what factorization can happen in the numerator? Nothing. It's already factorized. Not so. Denominator, what type of factorization there? Lots. Not so. Difference of 2. So what do we have? A minus x all squared. Do that factorization quickly. Alright, so this gives us what? A plus x, a minus x. People, what does this actually mean? Does it mean to say it's a minus x times a minus x? That means to say it's exactly the same thing that happens. It's being multiplied by itself, okay? So what can cancel here? A minus x, cancel one of them, leave you with the other. Not so? But we won't always write that down, so how do we approach that? We just say a minus x cancels with one of the two. Leave you with a minus x over. Can anything cancel here? No. Easy, no? I can't help that maths is so easy. I know you guys are looking for something more challenging. Let's see if this can tickle your fancy. No? Write that down. For number 4 we got x squared minus xy over y squared plus xy. The fraction must be divided by y squared minus xy over x squared plus y squared plus xy. That fraction must be multiplied by 2x squared minus 2xy over 2x squared. Right, so where do we start? Factorization. We're going to factorize everything first. Not so. So you guys do the first fractions factorization quickly. Give you a chance. Isn't that boring? Why are you sleeping? No sleeping. They give your eyelids a rest. I love that other one. Right. So what do we get? X into x minus y. Nice. Over. Y is a common factor. Y plus. You would agree with that? Now what do we do? Change that to multiplication, yes? Tumble and time. I'm going to give you a chance now to factorize that. And you're going to factorize that one as well for me quickly. You know, see why we spend so much time on factorization. So that this becomes easy. Okay. Okay, so what is common in the denominator x? What are we left with? X plus y over. What is common here? Y. So I'm left with y. You see that? Is y minus x the same as x minus y? Huh? Okay. Times. What the factorization here? Common factor of? Take that out quickly. So we left with 2x into x minus y over. Now what? Okay, cancel. So x plus y is the same as y plus x, not so? That cancels. What else can cancel? Okay, is x minus y the same as y minus x? No. The problem. No? So if you want to make y minus x into x minus y, what must we do? We'll swap this around and what will happen? Negative will come out. Do you remember we made a note of this? Did we make this note already? Yes. Should I just remind ourselves about that again? So example, if you got 2 into y minus x and you want to swap this around, that is going to be equal to negative 2 into x minus y. And we spoke about this already and we did a few examples of this already. Okay, so just make a note here. People, what else can cancel here? 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 2 once. X goes into x once. X goes into x squared how many times? X times. There we go, she said can cancel that x and this x. What else can cancel? Nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this around. Okay, so let's see quickly, let's highlight what we have left. We got x minus y, a y, x, y and this story here, and you see that, people? So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to multiply anything out yet. So I leave it as x minus y over y times x over negative y into, there we go, x minus y. You all understand? See any confusion? No? And this must be multiplied by x minus y over. Now what? What can cancel here? X minus y cancels x minus y. See anything else that can cancel? No. So what are we left in the numerator with? X into x minus y over what's y times negative y? Negative y squared. Okay. So I'm you before I do my homework today. I'll first do the sum again. Okay? The time you get home, the video should be loaded already. Okay? Yes? So is this 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 more? 10. Yeah? You see how easy maths become? If you can do this, it's 10 marks in the bag. Alright, people's a little note I want you guys to make again. NB, important to note. We just highlighted this already. That y minus x is equal to minus x minus y. 2a minus 3b, it can be written as minus brackets 3b minus 2a. Minus a minus b, we're going to take out negative as a common factor. And you must also remember that a plus b is the same as b plus a. Alright. So with that you should be able to do for homework exercise 1, numbers 1 to 12. And that's on page 45. Okay. We'll spend probably a day, 2 lessons on that. And then we will go into the second part. As you can see, this is part 1. Okay, I don't want to do all the rules at one time because I don't want you getting confused. Okay, we're learning too many things at once. The full lesson can be found in the description box below.